welcome back. We are on day 5 of our 5-day Good News Club. It's the last day. Are you ready for your craft? Today we are going to do the Prodigal Son craft, and we are going to go through our list as we normally do to make sure we have everything we need to do our craft today. So let's go down. We have 3 sheets of paper, different colors. So I have 2 black and a pinkish purplish color. We have crayons or color pencils or markers, or even a pen is fine. We have a pair of scissors. We have a pencil, a ruler with inches. We have a glue stick or clear tape, either or. And then we have something circular. So I have 2 bowls here, different sizes. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, but as you can see, it's not big, right? We don't want it too big. And then we have our words, right? This is our word up for today, which is God can forgive. So let's clear our table to get started. First of all, I'm going to start with my black sheet. You choose any color you want, and we're going to draw 2 hands. Let's see. Actually, yes, let's do it wide instead. So we're spreading out our fingers, the thumb a little wide, and we're going to press down because we don't want any of our fingers to move. Holding our pencil up, not down like this. Holding it up against our finger, and you're going to drag it along your fingers. So you're going to feel the pencil rubbing against your fingers as you make your outline of your hand. So you're just going to do that. If you need help, just ask anybody to help you. And for the bottom, you just do a curve and join it. Then you're going to turn it upside down. And then do the same thing. Put the same hand down, spread your fingers a bit. And then you begin. Pencil straight up, drag it along the edges of your fingers. So you're going to feel the pencil rubbing against your fingers. You see my pencil is straight up. Don't move your hands, keep your fingers pressed down, and then join the 2 ends down below. Right? Right. Now I'm going to take this other sheet and we're going to take our circle. I think I'm going to use a smaller bowl. It might look a bit strange, but that's okay. Or should I use the bigger one? I think I'll use the bigger one. Let's see how big his head is. So this is going to be for his head. I'm doing it the same way, holding my pencil up, and it's dragging along the edge of my bowl, and you're pressing it down so that it doesn't move. Right, so this is drawn. Don't know if you could see it. So now we're going to cut out our circle, and we are going to cut out our hands. So let's see how that works. Take your time and cut. So I'm going to cut out one hand first. Just right. So now we have our 2 hands separate, and then we're going to cut it out now, just to make it a bit easier. So you don't have to cut it exact. Instead of doing all of those curviness for the hands, for the fingers, you could just cut it straight. That's not a problem. Right, so now we're turning. Hold on. So we're gonna keep cutting. Take your time and getting all those areas there. And we're turning. Turning. There we go. That's one down. And then we're still cutting here. And we're cutting all around. Here we go. My finger is blocking. So we're gonna cut. This is some real cutting skills necessary, people. Take your time. Take your time. Right, and now we're gonna cut our circle out. Let me get rid of all this excess. I'm gonna make my chunk a little smaller so I don't have all this paper to deal with. And I'm cutting out my circle. So we're cutting on the line. Cutting on my line. Right, so now we have those cut out. Right, so now we have our head and our hands. So we have two hands facing this way. We're going to take one and flip it the other way. Don't mind all these lines. I made a mistake, so I just turned it over. Right, let me move all these things aside. Right, so now we have this. We are putting our hands so that the thumbs are up. Then we're going to take our next sheet of construction paper. We're going to put it and rest our hands, one on each side. And we're just going to put a little mark with our pencil, just a little below. So let's measure that and see how far it is. Using the inch ruler, it's about, now my hand is bigger, right? So I say about 4.5 inches down, and you just put a mark and you measure on the other side 4.5 inches down. So that means this needs to come up a little bit. Right? So there's space on each side. So then I'm going to fold. You can draw a line where you put your marks. And I'm going to fold on the line. And then you can use your scissors. If I could use your scissors and cut on your line. Or it looks to me like it's about halfway, so you could just fold it in half. Right? So now, alright, so now we have our hands. We're going to place our hands right here. And then we're going to take your tape. If you have tape, you're going to take the tape and tape it. Now we're leaving a space on top and below, right? So we're taping that there. But remember, your thumb is up, right? So we're taping. If you don't have tape, let's do the glue. Let's do the glue stick. If you don't have tape, just put a little bit. Oops. And then we're sticking it. Remember, we're leaving a little space to the top and bottom. Right. And then the head, we're going to tuck it under just a little bit, right in the middle. Right, so after I did that, I'm just going to take a piece of tape, and remember, it's underneath. So the two hands are on top and the head goes a little underneath. And then we just tape it. And now we could take him and flip him over. So if you notice, his head is raising up here. If you don't have tape, you could use glue. And just put a little tip of glue so that it sticks right there. And you could do the same for the hands. If you don't have glue and you have tape, you could use the tape, roll it so that the two edges touch, and just put it underneath. Oh, this one is stuck real good. This one I used the glue, so it's stuck really good. Right? Right, so now we have to draw. Now, I hope none of you use black like me, because now I have to look for something to show his face. I'm going to use a white pencil, right? So now you're going to draw a smile because he's very happy. So if you have a white crayon, you could do that too. I don't think I have white in my box. Let me see. Oh, yes, I do. You could do a little nose. There we go. So it works. And you could do little eyes. Happy, happy. And you could do some hair. Right? So he's happy. Happy, happy. Lots of hair. Happy. And then, that's why we needed our crayon and marker. We're going to fold the hand in a bit. Probably about here. Should we measure that? Let's measure it and see how much it is. It is, this ruler is pretty long. It's about 1.5 inches, right? So we fold it in, open it back, and then we fold in the other one. And then, don't forget, we have our wood up. Let's cut it out. Cut out our wood up. And we're going to stick it on his jersey because it looks like he's wearing a jersey, doesn't it? He's wearing a purple jersey. He's so cool. And then let's put some glue there. If you don't have glue, you could use your tape. You could either roll it up and stick it in the back or just put on each side. But I'm using my glue and I'm putting my wood in the middle of his jersey. You know, sometimes we wear jerseys that have prints on it. This is the print of his awesome jersey. Look at that. So we have our folds. And then he's going to stand up like he's giving a hug. It's like he's giving a hug. God can't forgive. So when he came home, he was given a warm hug. He was embraced and made to feel happy, right? So thank you so much for joining us in this craft session and for all these 5 days. We really enjoyed your company so much. Your laughter, your smiles, your participation, all your questions. You all were fantastic. Thank you so much. Bye.